Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be all about dilating. Now, I am in the middle of doing my nails, little kiss acrylic nails, broke college student chronicles. I don't know what the heck I was doing, but I wanted to be all fancy. So I put like the hard gel on top to see if it would, be like acrylic, like more of an acrylic-y type of thing. I don't know, I tried to put the gel under to see if it would stay so I don't have to use glue. Because normally when I do press-ons, I use the crazy glue. But I didn't buy any crazy glue. So I was like, maybe if I use the gel, it'll stay. No. So I just used the janky little gel that's spare. But anyway, what we're going to talk about is dilating, like I said. And all about dilating. Dilating. I hate it. I hated it. I hated it after surgery. I hate it now. It's just, 1, it's tedious. 2, it's painful. 3, you have to do it too many times. 4, it's just like, I don't know. I just hate it so very much. And it's like, oh. So right after surgery, after they take all the packing off and everything, it was just treacherous. Doing it for the first time with like a fresh wound, it's just with like stitches and everything. It was just so weird. Like just, I had to have like assistance because I was like, what the heck? So one of the nurses, his name was Kevin, he was assisting me in doing it. I felt so weird because my mom was in the room and I was like, can you just like not be here? Because I'm like getting something like shoved up. Well, it wasn't shoved, but I'm getting like, excuse me, why are you scratching the wall? Miss, stop it. But it was like, I was getting something inserted into my vagina and she was just there and I was like, So with dilating, you need to relax your whole entire, you have to relax your whole entire body. Because if you're not relaxed and you're tense, it's just not gonna work. It's gonna be super painful. So you really just have to get used to your new body, your new body part. And at first it was just like I would just like clench my butt because it was just like it's a foreign thing inside of there, and I'm like, oh no. And plus it was a fresh wound, so can you please stop moving, honey? And it was just and the pain of it was just I think, I don't know what's worse, getting the catheter out or dilating. Definitely dilating, because the catheter is like a 1, 2, 3 pain, but dilating, you have to insert it to a certain dot and then you have to keep it in there. You don't penetrate it like this. This is the, well, it's more tinier. It's like that. And then you got to like put it into a specific dot and then just like hold it there for like 15 minutes. But with me, the doctor yelled at me, so don't follow me. No. I always say this whenever I'm speaking to people about like anything medical, because I like to pop pimples. I like to put needles in ingrown hairs and then like fish it out. Don't ever listen to me. Don't take medical advice from me. I am crazy and I like to just do all kinds of things. I picked my stitches a few weeks after surgery. I was like, these stitches aren't coming out fast enough. So I would like take the little eyebrow scissors and I will cut around like the loose strings of it. I'm crazy. Don't listen to me when it comes to medical advice. Anyway, I would leave the dilator in for like 2 hours so that I wouldn't have to do it 4 times a day, because it's just like, one, the pain leaves you so sore, especially after surgery. Like you have to literally put it in while there's stitches, while it's just like inflamed and swollen. So I was like, maybe if I just left it in there for 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, however long I felt like doing it, I was like, maybe that'll, be equivalent to 4 times a day. The doctor yelled at me. Something about it needs to open and close and then open and close. That's why you have to do it so many times a day. I don't know. I didn't listen. I still do it. And my vagina is fine. But, doctors know best. But I did stop doing it for a while. I feel like right after surgery, like the first 6 weeks I was doing it. I stopped doing it around month. It's like, oh my gosh, it's almost a year. January, February, March. 2 months and it's a year. Wait, 10. Oh, it's 10 months. Oh, 10 months since I've gotten surgery. And, baby, I'm doing stuff. And, it's just, I feel like it was like month 5 or 6. I was just like done with dilating because it's literally just like having sex 4 times a day, every single day. And it's painful and it's tedious. And I was just over it. And can you please, honey, when you upgrade the dildo, well, not the dildo, the dilator, the way that it hurts so much, the way that it stretches. And, oh my gosh. And when I remember when I was switching from green to orange. Orange is the big fat mumbo jumbo one. It's like that big, something like that. And just like putting it in, I cried while it was going in. It was so painful. And I was like, never again. I mean, I did get it to the orange and I would use it every now and then, but the only way that I did, tolerate it was starting with the green to the dot and then taking it out after a couple minutes and then putting the orange in so that it can be somewhat open. But it was just terrible. But I stopped doing it because work. I stopped doing it also because it was tedious. I stopped doing it because it was just painful and I was just done with it. And the doctor was saying that you only have to dilate if you want the vaginal opening. And it's like, I want the vaginal opening, but it's like dilating. It's frustrating. And it takes a lot of your time. And you have to be on a schedule to do it. It's just so much. It really is so much. And you have to put medicine on the dilator while you're inserting. It's not just about keeping it open. It's also about putting the medication inside of your vagina because everything outside is all healed, but it's what's inside that needs to get the medicine put on so that you don't get scar tissue and it just doesn't keep bleeding. So they did say that you can have sex after 3 months. However, I'm still scared. So I have not tried it. And it's just, because I stopped doing it, and this is an FYI to people who want to get the surgery, and if they stop doing it, I have lost depth. I lost like 2 inches, I believe. I was a 7. I had like 7-inch depth when I first got it. And now I have like 5 inches depth, which is fine with me. I don't want a huge, ginormous dingling inside of me anyway. Like, what's the normal penis size? Like a 5-inch, 6-inch? So that's fine with me, But the thing is that because I barely do dilating, every single time I do dilate, which is like once a week, like every 2 weeks, maybe, I don't I would bleed. I bleed because I'm not putting the ointment as much as I should, which is supposed to help with the scar tissue, get all that taken out. And yeah, just to keep it open. It's not the fact that it's like putting it in. Putting it in is like totally fine. It's just like the scar tissue around, since it's still healing, and I'm not putting the ointment as often as I should. So I feel like that is the reason why every time I do have something go in there, it bleeds, which is another reason why I don't want to do any type of sexual anything, because it's just like, it's embarrassing, because it's like, I've been bleeding for 10 months and it's just like, oh yeah, it is my fault, because the doctor did say that it would stop bleeding if I dilated more and if I put the ointment on more, but it's just, I have my reasons. But I just ordered this off of Amazon, which is a vaginal cream applicator. And what this is it's like a little tampon thing. You open it, but it's like a syringe, and you open the syringe and then you twist it onto the ointment, and then you squeeze it into the thing, and then you just put lube around the little opening thing, and then you put it in, and then you squeeze it, and it shoots right up your vagine. I've been doing it every night before I go to bed, and I just leave it in there while I sleep. In the morning, you'll see just like all of the blood that's inside of it come out on the pad, and I feel like that's a good sign, because it's healing. And I don't know, but hopefully I'll give you an update on that, on this little method that I'm doing, because I don't know, it's just like a lot of blood, and it's just like, it's gross. I'm over it. Oh my God. And I remember my first pap smear. Well, was it a pap smear? Well, the first time that she put the little duck thing in, and then she opened, and then she was cleaning out the scar tissue. I thought I was gonna die. It hurt so much. And again, it's because I wasn't dilating as much as I should and putting the ointment on as much as I should. So inside, I'm just getting scar tissue. And when something touches the scar tissue and it like, it rubs on it, or it tears or something like that. I forgot what she said when she explained it. It bursts, since it's so sensitive. If you even touch it, it just like starts bleeding. So she was cleaning the scar tissue out so that it can heal. And after she did that, she was like, please start dilating, use the ointments. What is the ointment that she said? I have it back here. She was like, the ointment, use the Metro Gel, I think it's called. What is it? Yes. Metro this. So this is what she gave me. I put it into the little vaginal thing and then shoot it up there, and she said that is what's going to help with the scar tissue and allow the insides to heal. So I'm just waiting for it to stop bleeding, because it's just like, it's just so much blood. It's literally like having a period without the symptoms, and just like it just won't stop bleeding. So it's just like, I'm like, am I broken? And she's like, no, this is totally fine. So I'm just like, okay. So if you, ow, you and your long nails. So if you are going through the same thing, or if you just had it, or if you're going to get it, and you feel like you're just like seeing so much blood everywhere every time you dilate, it's totally normal. So just don't be like me and do your dilation. I'm gonna do it more often. And I actually don't use the dilators that they have given me. I just felt like it's just so painful. It's literally a plastic rod that that you have to like put inside of you. I keep on saying shove. You don't shove it in, but it feels like it gets shoved in because it hurts. It's literally a plastic rod that you just like put it in, and it hurts so much. So I felt as though that if I used a dildo, it would be so much more comfortable, since it's, you know, silicone and it's not so hard. So instead of using the dilator, I used a dildo. I'm not gonna show you because, like, I don't know, but I feel like that's a sexual thing, and I'm not trying to get like flagged. So it's just like a regular dildo, silicone, and I just put the ointment on that and then just put it in, and it's totally fine. But the doctor told me that because it doesn't have the little curved tip like the dilator, it's not really suggested. But she said as long as I'm using that and I'm getting some dilation, that it's totally fine. I'm like, okay. So I don't even touch the stupid dilator at all. But yes, it's 10 months and my vagina is just so beautiful. I got my first wax 2 days ago, and oh, what an experience. And would I get it again? I have no idea, because it was just I feel like it's gonna be my first and my last, like a Brazilian first and last. I'll do the bikini line real easy, but like the whole wax on the lips, and it's a delicate area. And you know, the people that can tolerate it and can do it every month, kudos to you, but I don't think that's my jam. But yeah, that's really it with dilating. My vagine is so beautiful. I said that already, but it's just so beautiful. I love the results. My doctor did an amazing job. Now it's just up to me to dilate and to keep it open and to just heal the inside with the ointments. And, you know, I keep pushing myself to do it, but, you know, I'm like, oh, no, I'll do it later. And then later comes, and then it never gets done. And then, yeah, so I need to be more pushing towards it. Like, I need to do this, like make it a goal. But yeah, that's really it. That's all I really have to say about dilating. If you have any other questions, if you have any other video ideas, let me know. Let a boo know. I was about to curse, but no, let a bee know. Right, Chicky? Say hello. Hello. Come. Say hello. Hello. Say hello, my baby. Hello. Right, baby. Right, say hello. I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo.